The following program is rated TV-MAL, TV-MALS, TV-MALSV. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Everything's under control. Situation normal.
What happened?
Had a slight weapons malfunction, but everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
We're sending a squad up.
Negative. We have a reactor leak here now. Give us a few minutes to lock it down. Large leak, very dangerous.
Who is this? What's your operating number?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to This Week in Bullshit. I'm your host, Justin Proper, and with me today is Madmartigan. Good to have you back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Are you done?
All right. Didn't know it was this
flattering
long.
yourself.
I had no clue it was going to be that long.
Oh, you didn't, huh? Okay.
No clue. I really didn't.
It's just perfectly timed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it was really long.
You son of a bitch.
What's up, dude? How's it going?
Not much. I'm just having a good time here. Also, speaking of a good time, Culture Casino is here, returning once again. Yeah, good to have you.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. Hopefully I can hang out for the entire stream. We'll see how things go. But it's good to be here. I missed you guys. Well, I missed some of you.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of someone that everyone has missed, Reina Creole, good to have you back once again.
Wait. Sorry. Hold on. That's my fault. Sorry.
Did you just boo her?
I thought Runner was coming up next. I didn't know it was Lorena.
It happens when you assume.
That's my fault.
It's all you, but good to see you.
Yes. How can you possibly mistaken the two, dude? What's your excuse?
I couldn't hear y'all too. I had to mute everything.
You know what? This deserves this.
We don't all look alike. Father, you're exactly right. All black and famous. You are guilty. I am guilty.
Next question.
All right, I'm closing all my soundboard stuff. I've taken my own access.
You did this to
away from
yourself.
it. I did. My fault. I really thought I didn't know she was here yet. I thought Cooper was going to be coming up next.
Well, speaking of Cooper, how you doing?
Hey,
how you doing, Runner?
What's up?
You played yourself mad. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for having me, Justin.
I didn't know she was back there yet.
You did, and we were also just for a second waiting for you to play the button, but no, you didn't even do that. You didn't even do what you were intending on doing. What is with you? How dare you?
Yeah, your fake audience didn't boo me.
No, I'm done soundboarding. Like I'm gonna uninstall it.
Yeah, leave it to the professionals, dude. Like me.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It happens sometimes. But what's going on, everybody in the chat? Welcome here. Mike is here. Good to see you. Keely Chow, a parrot head with the freaking toilet emojis, as always. By the way, I didn't wash my hands. What? Taylor is here. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Chef is here. Theme Park Casual. Steve Kenobi says Madmartigan makes streams go straight up. Even those streams, aka water, always go downhill. Thank you, Steve.
That is a fact.
Yeah. Interesting.
Steve coming in with the facts.
Yeah. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. Very much. Soul Assassin, what's up, man? Good to see you. Stone Cold Jeremy, thank you for the super chat. You're like one of the most supportive people here. I appreciate you every single time you're here. Stone Cold Jeremy says, cheers, everyone. Happy Rex Manning Day. What the heck is Rex Manning Day?
Is that a Star Wars thing?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know who that is.
Why would it be a Star Wars thing?
Because of Rex.
I feel like she's know what this is.
That's not a Captain Rex reference.
Oh, well, it's not a Peyton Manning reference either. Do they have another brother named Rex Manning? Well, they do have another. I don't know if that brother. No,
I don't think so.
No, his name's not Rex, though.
Yeah, well, there's Eli and there's Peyton, and they have like 3 others, but they're nobodies.
Yeah, we don't care about them.
Mm-mm.
No,
Archie doesn't even care about them, and that's their dad.
I have no idea if you could as long. Well, you know what? The heck with it. As long as he's not a terrible person, fuck it. Happy Rex Manning Day. Cool. But yeah, if you could tell us what it is, please let us know in the chat. Rosie Wren, good to see you. Glad to have you join us from Discovery Mail Rob's channel. Rob's really cool. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, let's just get into the main topic. So, or the first? No, we're not doing the main topic. Fuck that. No, let's do some funny shit first.
I was gonna say you got to do that thing first.
Yeah, so normally this kind of stuff is just like average for our show. Yeah, I thought like, hey, wouldn't it be great if we started off with a story about a guy pleasuring himself on a New York subway? I bet it happened this week. Cool, but no. Let's up the ante a little bit. This frickin' creep from Michigan, he's a home inspector who was pleasuring himself with an Elmo doll in a residence nursery. This dude is right on par with the guy who I love this website, The Smoking Gun.
The guy at Target.
Yeah. Apparently there's some problems that people have been having with these stuffed animals. I don't know what the connection is.
I mean, it seems as though that they like reached their climax pretty easily. So I don't think there's a problem with the stuffed animals at all. They're getting the job done.
Oh my God. No. No, absolutely
all
not.
I have to say is fuck Elmo and release the Snyder cut. That was an old joke.
That was no, considering the context, that was really messed up.
Okay, no, I mean, I guess that, but like, no, the joke is that they kept advertising Elmo and HBO Max, and then before the Snyder cut was released, they're like, no, fuck that, release the Snyder cut.
I can't stand Elmo, so
I liked his talk show that he had on HBO, like he has on HBO Max, the late Elmo, not so late Elmo show.
I heard that
no, but the stuffed animal thing, because let's be honest, yeah, it's a stuffed animal.
Yeah, okay, let's move on to better things. Like here's some that we all love, but sometimes we don't like what he says. Mr. Ted Nugent, another Michigander, if I'm not mistaken. Look at his fucking face.
This dude.
This dude's he's so ridiculous. He thinks, hey,
I've never even heard of this.
Ted Nugent is bringing up the important questions that we have to ask ourselves. Why weren't there any shutdowns during COVID-1 through COVID-18? What happened?
Does he know that the 18 stands for the year that it was discovered?
No, he doesn't.
Cool.
He really doesn't.
It's kind of sad that says,
I'm addicted to truth, logic, and common sense. Oh my God.
Cool. It's kind of sad to see him at this point. He is only known for cuckoo banana, shit that he says, rather than any musical thing that he's ever done. Like, name a Ted Nugent song. Not you, culture.
Cat Scratch Fever.
Is that really?
I just know he's a guitar player. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
I assume that just by looking at the image. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I just thought that was pretty funny. It brings up very logical questions. What happened with all those other COVIDs? Like what happened?
And again, I mean, comes from the misover, not understanding what it means. And again, I mean, we've only talked about these variants based on what Mad was talking about, when there have been literally millions of different types of CVs, right? The millions. There's 10,000 of them floating around at any one time because of all the different variants and anything else. So I like I said, I mean, it's just, he is cuckoo bananas, but he was pretty good guitar player, pretty good vocalist, pretty good, lots of things. But again, I mean, we say the same thing about Willie Nelson being cuckoo bananas. I mean, there's a lot of cuckoo bananas out there. I mean, Mad's here.
Can't argue that. I am here.
I can't argue that either, unfortunately. Anyways, but here's it. So moving on to something else. This is something that I joked about, and this is something that really did happened to me when I was in college. I was doing a presentation on anime. And this is related to our next story. I was doing a presentation on Japanese anime, and an SJW type person, feminist, was in the classroom and praised it. Said, I'm so glad that you didn't use an offensive font. And I was like, looking at her like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
what's an offensive font?
What is that?
Oh,
What
wait,
is
hold on.
That's a great question.
I want to know so I can use it.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
I need
here
to use
you
that on my
go.
thumbnail.
It actually came up in the news just today. All of these different fonts are they want them to end, like the end of the chop suey fonts, as they call them. These kind of fonts.
Get out of here.
See, I read another story.
Close your mind and imagine the font you'd use to depict the word Chinese. I just write it in Times New Roman, or
that's a rough.
I don't know, or whatever the. What was it? What's the one that's on? I don't know, Arial. That's on the freaking Google things. I don't know. I don't care. No one thinks about this. One paragraph got me thinking, though. I don't know where it was. I'll find it eventually. It says there's a good chance that you pictured letters from the swingy wedge-shaped strokes you've seen on restaurant signs, menus, takeaway boxes, and kung fu movie posters. The chop suey fonts. As American historian Paul Shaw calls them, have been a typographical shortcut for Asianness for decades. Okay. I don't know.
Oh, I would have went with Asian-y.
So
what is it? What do you mean Asian-y? Like
that sounds like
Asianist.
That's not Asian-y. That's called freaking branding. That's what that's called.
And whoever wrote this article is called a freaking idiot. So
exactly.
They need to wake up, put on a little makeup.
There you go.
Yeah, and they look at all the variations of the font that are commercially distributed. Like this is weird. Wonton, Buddha, Jing, Chow Fun. What? Okay, this is weird. I don't know why they said it like that. Okay, maybe this person has a point. I don't know, but it's weird how they're worded that way. But
it's actually the top of their head. That's their point.
Yeah, they keep thinking about it all the time.
Well, what's weird is like this is actually the second article I've seen on racist fonts. There's another one talking about how they'll use font that is associated with
I can't believe this
on like T-shirts and shit, and they'll sell it on like Teespring or whatever.
Okay, can I say this? Can I say this? I am not gonna take the font off of my Wu-Tang shirt. Okay, no.
Yeah.
No, I dare them to go tell the Wu-Tang Clan, guess what?
Yeah.
Your font is racist on your albums. We all know exactly what
that T-shirt is nothing to fuck with. So let's see them do it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't get it. I don't really care. It's just, it's so silly to be arguing about. Like, this is the most important thing going on.
It is. They have nothing better to do.
You could probably find the font on another website if you really needed to use it, and if they stand in stuff. That's what I do.
Are they going to call the Arabic font racist now?
Have they not yet?
I'm surprised they haven't.
I can't believe
they probably have at this point on it.
Like 5 years ago, I was laughing about this. That somebody even brought this up, and now it's coming to why?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Just some bitchy college students complain, and here we are.
It's your generation.
Maybe it was those
your people.
Me. I didn't do anything. No, I didn't do any of this. This is not.
Justin. It's part of your generation. That doesn't mean you had anything to do with it. It's people surrounding you.
You don't know that for sure, Coop.
Yeah, like
I'm not saying. I'm just saying it doesn't.
You can be it
doesn't matter if it's you. You could be an infiltrator. You're not wrong, culture.
Well, he has infiltrated.
Then what is that what they call it?
What?
What infiltrated? I've never heard of infiltrated.
He is infiltrated. Yes.
You mean infiltrated?
Infiltrated.
Yeah,
we're all saying the same thing. What's happening?
Yeah. Did I say it incorrectly?
No. Matt thinks put an extra L somewhere that it didn't belong.
Oh.
Look,
So it was
L's,
Matt's fault.
you
To
can
make
put
sure
them
I
in, take them
understood
out,
him,
it doesn't
that's all.
matter. This is like a town in
No,
Texas.
I'm pretty sure I said the word right.
Okay, speaking
you're
of things that don't belong, so after
Oh yes.
this was something that I
Oh.
found pretty funny. After Pepe Le Pew was deemed offensive, Warner Brothers has included a Clockwork Orange characters in Space Jam: A New Legacy. Yes, because Pepe Le Pew is too inappropriate for young viewers. So instead, let's get the guys from A Clockwork Orange back here, rooting on whoever the fuck this golden guy is. I don't know.
what that.
I don't know. Robot LeBron. I don't. What is he
Oh
supposed
shit,
to be?
he's gonna be a
It says
robot LeBron.
goon. I don't know what that says. I mean,
The
I
Goon
haven't
Squad.
I haven't
The Goon
seen
Squad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Goon
Yeah.
Squad. Yep, that's what
Yeah.
it says.
Duh. Okay.
Couldn't
I wasn't
see
sure
it.
what that
bad.
was.
It's so
It's-
bad because like
looks
Monstar
horrible.
is so fucking good. Or wait, yeah, Monstar, right?
Yeah,
Was the original?
Monstar,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Oh,
See,
thank
I
you,
haven't-
Stone Cold Jeremy, for the $5. Respect for Madmartigan on the Chop Suey reference.
I appreciate that. No one. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
When I said that this writer needs to wake up, put on a little makeup, it's a reference to Chop Suey.
I
by
didn't even hear
System
you
of a
say
Down.
that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, sorry though.
And thank you, Cav, saying going to use my Asian card here to state that I am not offended by the names of those fonts. Well, good. I'm glad. No one should have to speak on behalf of everyone else in your race or anything like that. It doesn't make sense to do that. No one should be put in that position. Anyways, yeah, we all know Space Jam 2 is probably gonna.
I don't
Yeah.
even want to. I don't want to watch it.
Neither do I. I'm so.
I don't want to watch Space. I haven't
It's
even
like,
barely watched
out of
Space
all
Jam
the
1, and I hated it.
After all the, I like the
fun.
I like the first Space Jam. I haven't seen it in a while. I'll probably rewatch it sometime. But and I haven't seen a Clockwork Orange yet. But I know what these characters are pretty much about, and that's not something for kids. It's not.
Yeah, the YouTube not for kids. That should be
not. Yeah, like why do you have these guys in here?
Because they're Warner Brothers.
Yeah, why don't you put fucking Mortal Kombat characters in there?
It makes sense for the Scooby-Doo characters up here, or
well, yeah, because those are kid friendly.
Some other characters that I can barely even see, so I guess it doesn't even matter.
This movie is basically Ready Player 2. Is what this is.
Oh,
I just
Ready
don't get
Player One.
I saw it in the theater. I don't know. I haven't. That was all right.
So I guess the point is though, why is it that it's okay for these guys to make a cameo here, but you can't have Pepe Le Pew? Is it because these guys don't talk in it? Is there just a background? It's just an Easter egg?
Yeah, like a bunch of these other guys are. I mean, there's a ton of cameos in this that probably don't have a speaking role.
Yeah, but does it make them hypocrites? Because that's how this is all framed. This whole story that, they're hypocrites. You got rid of Pepe Le Pew, but, these guys from A Clockwork Orange who do horrendous things. Like, that's okay. I'm just curious. Like,
no, yeah, that's exactly my point. Like I said, what they do is something that, kids should not see or belong in a kid's movie or TV show or whatever. Like it's not right.
They're basically going around terrorizing people.
Yeah, exactly.
In A Clockwork Orange. I mean, Pepe Le Pew, all he did was basically chase after some cat that he thought was a skunk, and that was basically it.
Yeah.
He taught.
Apparently, that's worse than whatever the frick they do.
Yeah, because they have a chance to read about it, and this is problematic, and respect women and all of that, and you can't really do that with A Clockwork Orange. Of course, they just think that that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I mean, Pepe Le Pew
It's a classic
young
after
boys
all.
like really good lessons. Like, and Dave Chappelle talks about it. Sometimes you got to take the.
Thank you. Thank you for those lovely words. Very, very good that you could join us, Madmartigan. Sorry you had to go. I'm just kidding.
What did I say?
You didn't say anything wrong.
I don't think I said anything wrong. No,
But with Pepe Le Pew, the joke was always that wasn't okay.
Yeah.
We all knew it. It's just
right.
like, no, it's not okay.
Right.
He's the only doofus who doesn't get it.
In Space Jam 2, LeBron was gonna be like, "Hey, wait a minute, there, guy. You can't be doing this. You should respect women." I don't know how his acting is. I figured that would be about
it. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
probably about it.
I mean, if you watch the trailer for this movie, he with his lines that he's given, that explains what his acting will be like in this movie. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad.
He's probably gonna make Shaquille O'Neal look like an Oscar-winning actor, much like Jordan.
I know someone made a theory. Someone made a theory.
No, he
that,
already did that. Yeah,
LeBron is not gonna do like he's gonna lose at one point, but then later Superman helps to save him or something. I don't know. It sounds accurate because apparently Superman might make an appearance in this.
I'm so not interested in this movie. I mean, first they made Lola Bunny look like a boy.
Yes.
I didn't really care about that. It's
you know
whatever.
who they you know
well, I kind of did, because the thing that I have with that is it keeps going to, defeminizing women. They want to make them look more like men, and that's the problem that I have with that.
Oh.
I mean, it's not like that terrible.
No,
I don't know.
It's
I
not.
think we
It's
should have
not
more men.
That's not Lola.
No, it's not. It's not her. I don't know what that is, but but like somebody said, and I forget who said this on Twitter, Bugs in drag looks more feminine than she does in this.
Oh, Jesus. That's interesting. I've had a lot of Bugs Bunny in drag.
Seen a lot of it. Oh yeah, seen a lot of it. He puts on a show.
I don't know, because just with this in particular, I don't care, if they have like the dudes in the background, like, okay, that's not something most people would pick up anyways. Like, it's not that, it's like whatever. But you do all this other shit, for, I don't know, I guess to be for more purity reasons, or just kind of borderline censorship, or something like that. That's just, it's kind of, it's not even that big of a deal, and they're changing it anyways. They're getting rid of characters, yet this sneaks in just as a Easter egg. I don't know. I'm just scratching my head thinking, like, on the one hand, it's it's not that big of a deal that they're out there, but it's just with everything else, it kind of seems suspect. I don't know. What do you guys think? No, okay, all right, moving on then.
I already said my piece on this.
Yeah, look, I've always been against, the graping. Always. Like, you go back, I've never been an opponent for it at all. So that's all I gotta say is
I just think that if they hadn't started, taking Pepe Le Pew out as problematic and doing all of that, no one really would have said anything.
Yeah, if you're gonna virtue signal, you got to do it all the way to the ground, or we're gonna call you out on it. Yeah.
If you think that's a problem, and you're gonna put a Clockwork Orange characters in there, yeah, it makes you look like hypocrites.
Yeah, but they're not French though, right? So
yeah, I guess that makes a difference.
True.
Yeah, speaking of more stupid things with Warner Brothers, did anybody see these lovely ladies in these outfits?
Oh,
who is this?
Looks terrible.
Oh God, no. Thank you for ruining more cartoons of my childhood, you people. Oh my!
What is this supposed to be?
This is the Powerpuff Girls live action show on the CW.
Yeah,
so they're doing something entirely different than the cartoon.
Yeah,
they're making it adults.
I remember when I heard about this, I'm like, how are they going to do Powerpuff Girls in live action? Like, they're small as heck, and I don't know. Like, and that's what you come up with is their costumes.
Their costumes, and not only that, but in a clip, I guess, of the video, there's this cheesy part where I guess they're on some kind of rigging or whatever. So instead of a green screen effect, it's kind of like they just have somebody suspended in midair like they're trying to fly.
Huh.
And they're supposed to be, pissed off that they were forced to fight crime as kids.
Wait, why? Well,
because that's what the CW wanted to do.
Wait, hold on.
We're supposed to watch cartoons to escape, not think about the rules and the and how inhumane some of the things. I'm like, we're not supposed to think about that. We don't care about that. We don't want to know about it.
I like the idea of having like these kids who were like forced to fight. You know what I mean? And now they're grown up and they're bitter and they hate it. You know what I mean? But as a comedy, like I think that would be awesome. I don't think that's what they're gonna do, because have these real jaded, like just pissed off grown-ups. You know what I mean? With superpowers, like think like the only good part about Hickok, whatever his name was, with Will Smith, was when he was a drunk superhero. That was the best part of the movie. I didn't care when he sobered up. It was boring.
Well, here's the thing. It's like you have CW doing this, who I don't trust.
No.
So if they do it
at this point?
Exactly. No. I mean, they have this, one-off called Superman and Lois. I'm scared to actually say I actually like that show because it is pretty good. But even with the so-called premise of them being, jaded, I don't have a problem with that. I have the problem with the CW.
Oh, yeah.
And it's probably not going to be, funny, laughing at themselves like, crap, you mean I got to go out and save this town again? Or as opposed to they're just like, it's not comedy, that it's just completely messed up.
I mean, you can make it funny, but that's the only way.
I was gonna say I've never been a big fan of the CW just in general. Like I saw a few episodes of Arrow. It didn't interest me very much. I saw one season of The Flash. It was fine. I didn't care about continuing on. It wasn't as great as I thought most people said it was.
All right, and we got a super chat from Stone Cold Jeremy. Thank you again. Wilson has a bigger emotional range than LeBron.
Successful
volleyball played in Castaway.
Yeah,
it was like the best friend.
Oh, dude, Castaway. Oh, that's such a good movie.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
It's okay.
Wilson deserved an Oscar for his performance.
I agree 100%. Wilson was great.
By the way,
speaking of guys with big emotional ranges, our Dick from the UK, Richard.
Hey, Richard. Did you get a haircut?
You're muted.
Can't hear you, Richard.
I can't hear you.
Yeah. He's very quiet right now.
Check.
Oh, yeah. He's giving us language.
I was cooking food in the middle of the night, so I had myself muted so I wouldn't disturb anybody.
Oh, that was very kind of you.
Mute myself.
Okay.
Thank you. It's good to have you here, man. We were just talking about the Powerpuff Girls. What do you think of these? Costumes so far?
God, it's horrible.
I like the costumes if they're not supposed to be.
She looks. She looks great.
Relevant,
it looks like
to the show.
I don't buy her as Buttercup. Sorry,
I don't either.
It looks like a goddamn fucking porn parody gone wrong.
That's what people were saying. It does.
Gone right, depending on how it goes.
I'm not a master costumer, but I've seen Powerpuff Girl cosplay that is like way better.
Yeah, there were some examples.
This. Exactly.
Yeah. This is just what I found in the that looks cartoonish. It looks good.
That does.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see where some of them are going.
Some of these are going the wrong direction.
Some are like, oh, okay. Like,
but anyways, the point is these are much better than these.
Yeah. Like if you go down that cartoon, that panel. Okay, so there was an episode of the Powerpuff Girls where they grew up. So I'm expecting outfits that look like that based on the cartoon. Okay. And I could even go for ones that look like this because it looks like there was actual thought put into it and it looks cartoonish, like they brought the cartoon world into the real world. But it looks like they freaking phoned it in. It's just,
Is it the costuming? Is it the casting?
What is it? It's the costuming. I mean, the casting I really could care less about. It's just the costuming looks sloppy to me.
The costumes look so basic, they look fake.
She looks like she's about to be sick. Like, is it just me or? Yeah, she seems exhausted. Wow, but I don't know. She seems like she's having a blast doing this. So.
Again, I think if you look at what the kid detective did with, you know what I mean? Because he was like this, private eye when he was a little kid, and it just goes bad for him. You know what I mean? And I think that would be a great direction to take the Powerpuff Girls if they're going to do grown-ups.
Did they seriously race swap the professor?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Of course they did.
Oh, of course.
Why is this even a question at this point? Of course they did.
And isn't Mojo Jojo now not a monkey? Isn't he human now or something?
Yeah, he's a white dude. What the fuck?
God.
Yeah, we have
so-
we have way too many white dudes that are
Hang on.
acting. What
How does
the
that
fuck is this?
hang
Where's
on.
the green monkey representation?
Hang on. People used to get in trouble for comparing black people to monkeys. Why are they comparing white people to monkeys now?
Well, they're not. They're doing it so that you can't say, "Oh, it has to be played by a black guy because it's a monkey." They're like, "Well, forget it. We'll just have a white guy do it."
What are they doing this thing where like in the Titans TV show, like they couldn't face paint, Beast Boy green because I don't know.
Because what? Because
it would be like expensive or something. I don't know. I don't know what the reason was, but like it just looked like a normal human.
Well, imagine what he looks like if it's CGI.
Look, I don't know.
And his face is green like that. That's gonna screw everything up.
Well, I mean, it would probably look like crap since it's the CW.
I don't know.
Martian Man.
If they had an actual monkey play him.
No, I mean,
yes,
maybe, but like, if it was CGI or whatever visual effects, it would look like crap. Because if you see what Martian Manhunter looks like in Supergirl, it looks like shit.
That's why I'm saying get Bubbles.
Why don't they just turn Mojo Jojo into like this CGI Gorilla Grodd kind of figure?
He's going hard.
I'd like to see that.
I mean, hell, they did Godzilla vs Kong lately, and the CGI on that was decent.
Was it? How was the fight?
Good.
Were the fights good? That's why we see
they're fun.
The first one was all right. It was mostly underwater. The one in Hong Kong was great.
Oh, dude, I'd love the whole movie, man.
Although you forgot, they did fight on top of an aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
Even though eventually they wound up in the water, but that part was cool. Them fighting on top of
Well, that was only for a little bit. That's why I said
I know.
underwater.
I know.
I liked all of it. Every bit of it.
No, but the movie was all right. It's not great.
It is great. Like as soon as I started like wait a minute, that's not how gravity works, is it? Oh, we got some axe now on board. Like, you know what I mean? Like as soon as you're like, wait a minute, how would you be able to do that?
I like the monster stuff. I like
fun.
the monster stuff. I could care less about the human stuff.
Yeah.
Well, nobody does, except for when you think they're about to get eaten. Then it gets fun.
My complaint,
and then when it happens, it's even better.
Yeah, I know.
My complaint with
goodbye, character I barely knew.
Wasn't that it looked bad. It was just that they had to power up Kong in order to even contend with Godzilla.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude. I don't know if you saw the first two Godzilla movies.
That was my whole thing with this movie coming out, like Godzilla versus Kong. I don't get it. Do you know how big Godzilla is?
Yeah, exactly.
What are they going to do?
That's what I said. I was Team Godzilla all the way. I was like,
what? Why?
I'm just like, it's a radioactive lizard, and it's like a giant radioactive lizard versus a giant ape. Like, who do you think's gonna win? Yeah, it's Godzilla.
Thank God he forgot all about that nuclear like power bombing thing that Godzilla has. Like, thank God he forgot he could use that.
Yeah,
that would have been bad.
Yeah, that power up is freaking awesome.
But, I wasn't expecting him to get an axe. That level, it was awesome.
So the movie was written by Benioff and Weiss. They just forgot.
I don't know who that is. Is that a British joke?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
I don't know.
Oh,
they just forgot.
Wait, that was genuine. You weren't.
It's still a British joke.
Game of Thrones. They were also going to do a Star. They were also going to do a Star Wars.
No, we're not going into that territory again.
No. What's up? You were asking me something.
I just wondering if you're serious about the Benioff and Weiss.
I didn't make that joke.
No, I did.
Yeah, the British.
All I know is the guy who directed Godzilla versus Kong. He's going to be directing a reboot of the Thundercats. So
that's another. Another one. Let's go see what they look like.
Yeah,
the Thundercats.
I'm excited about that because Thundercats Roar was ass.
All right.
How is that not more exciting? A sequel to Face Off? Oh. John Woo left some big shoes to fill. That's all I'm saying. He better have at least 12 dubs.
No.
It will spark rocks.
The first
trying to find the new.
I think it was on. Oh God, was it a Heat Vision? I think it was Heat Vision over in the Hollywood Reporter, I think.
I don't know where this. I can't seem to find the correct designs. If somebody finds it, let me know. But yeah, that was another one that just looked really, really weird. Yeah, the butthole cut. Yeah, like Cats the musical. People,
God,
there was a story.
awful.
There's a story that went around for those of you who don't.
I know someone in the chat likes the new Cats movie.
Oh, that's great. They can
Like,
enjoy it all
ironically?
themselves. I won't partake in it. But there was apparently an entire version. This guy had to do this visual effects guy had to had like 6 weeks worth of work trying to remove all the buttholes from the cats in the movie, and so that's why they said like there's a version.
Justin,
with that, what's up? I was saying something, Runner.
No. His is more important.
I was glitched out. I was cutting off.
Okay. Well, anyways, there's release the butthole cut of Cats. That's all.
Yeah, I've been a fan of that since the beginning.
I just can't believe somebody was.
Okay, I was going to say highlight Angelus's comment.
Even I'm going to say no to that version of Cats.
Ew, Cats. To each their own. I couldn't even watch the musical, so.
Angelus likes bad movies. It's okay.
Oh, thanks, Lorena.
I know that.
What? You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, I was looking at actual designs that were somewhere like the apparent.
Oh.
Yeah, because I thought I'd seen that somewhere, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Okay. All right. Maybe I was looking at something else. Okay, fine, Wookie. Fine. Fine. Freaking weirdo. Shit. What was I gonna say? Okay, so we agree that maybe it's not the Powerpuff Girls themselves that were like miscast. We don't know what they really look like too much, how they act, but it's just the costumes.
Yeah, I'm not liking the costumes.
The complaint I would have, I think, if that one picture of Buttercup laughing is an actual scene photo, I'm concerned about what that is for if they're changing the character.
I agree. Because Buttercup was always salty. Always salty. She was not happy. Even in the opening, where Blossom and Bubbles are all smiling, she's the one frowning.
Interesting. Yeah, I hope they get the characters right. It's just the costumes that kind of throw you off and stuff. It's like, okay.
They don't look good.
All right, that's fair. There was somebody else who was getting some crap in the in the news from some fan feedback, if you will. This kind of goes into our first main topic, but first, I did want to talk about who I like to call Stupid Face from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is Fake Steve. This guy,
that dollar store Captain America.
Yep, discount Chris Evans. So apparently a lot of people didn't like him, and they had even gone so far as to send death threats to him even.
Ooh, that's messed up.
However, this guy, really
No, that is messed up.
Yeah, it really is. But Wyatt Russell, who's the guy who plays Johnny Walker, also known as Stupid Face, it's okay. It's the character, not him. He can't help but have a punchable face. He just does.
What bothered me the most was the way he looked with the helmet on. Like, you're looking at me like, wait a minute.
He looks like
Russell,
Carl from Up.
right? It's like, but Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn made this. How did they make someone that would be ugly in a helmet?
Hold on. Justin, you didn't see that meme? Hang on.
Hold on.
I suppose.
Yeah, you got to send me that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I got to send it to you.
Russell. Oh God, should be good. But apparently Wyatt's been taking it pretty well. I mean, not just with his face. He's just like, hey, it's whatever. It comes with the territory. But he's like, I like that people don't like me. That they don't like my character. It means I'm doing a good job. So I mean, shout out to him. But in regards to his character, how do you guys have all seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right?
Mm-hmm. Nope.
I refuse to.
Yes,
I have.
I refuse to
episodes.
too.
I've seen.
I dropped out of number 2 episode.
Yeah, I have no interest
Fair enough.
whatsoever. After I watched WandaVision, I thought that was a waste of time, in my opinion. So I was like, "Fuck Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't want to waste my time again."
Yeah, I've seen.
So yeah, so I haven't watched any episode yet. I have no interest.
Cool.
The trailer didn't excite me at all.
All right.
The
Oh,
part,
geez.
Yeah.
the part that I don't get, I guess, is why is there a second Captain America running around all of a sudden?
He's because Steve is gone.
Captain America was one of a kind. You can't replace him.
No. Yeah, well, you should watch the show to find out.
Every time they've tried to, they needed some kind of superpowered or wonder drug in order to do it.
Well, who said he doesn't have one? Like, that's the thing. If you haven't seen the show, then like the show does explain why there's a new one and why he's capable. They haven't really covered why but they're hinting to why he's able to throw the shield like he is. But what I was going to say was like what this reminds me of, and I don't know if anybody's going to get this, but back in the 90s when Kevin Nash and Scott Hall left for the WCW, the WWF still owned the characters Diesel and Razor Ramon. So they just had two other guys dress up like them and pretended that they're like, oh, Diesel and Razor Ramon, they're coming back to the WWF. And then when they walk out, people are like, who are these two guys? Kind of the same thing, right? Because the government owns the property, which again, we're talking about Disney stealing from the WWF in the 1990s. Anyway, so yeah, they own the shield. It's government property, and so they Falcon didn't want to be it, and they think that they need a symbol for America, and so they find this guy who looks so ugly with a helmet on. I don't know why they designed the helmet to make him look ugly. They could have done something different with that helmet. It was kind of like that scenario.
It was kind of like that. So it's kind of like that scenario when they tried to turn War Machine into the Iron Patriot.
Or the exact scenario I just gave. Either one.
No, that's totally how I view it, as the Iron Patriot thing from Iron Man 3.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's different because it was the same person in
there you go.
The War Machine.
Smug face.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that came from Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. That did.
I mean,
oh, hang on, Justin. I got the Carl from Up reference.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
that's Carl Fredrickson from Up.
Yeah, 100%. That's what she just said.
Instagram. Yeah, I just put it in the private chat. There you go.
Wow.
Oh, it looks great. I love it.
That's painfully accurate.
That's scary accurate.
That is so great.
I would love this.
I'll watch that. I'll watch that movie.
Yeah, I would love to see the adventures of Old Man Captain America, Old Man Steve running around. That'd be great. Yeah. But it does look like the dude's face, though. Well, not his face. Here.
Yeah.
There's your idea for the What If series.
Yep.
We need a side-by of these two. That looks great. Nice find, by the way. Thank you. But yeah, so I don't know what do you guys think of, for people who watched the show so far? What do you think of Stupid Face and Discount Falcon?
That looks like Discount Black Panther.
Face? Who's Stupid Face?
I'm calling him Discount Falcon because this is Discount Captain America.
I'm just saying it looks like Discount.
And I'm pretty sure he's rocking the wings.
It's like Dollar Store Captain America and Discount Falcon. They're like a knockoff.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of it too. Yeah, that's kind of the point of it. But
I'm just saying he looks.
Oh my God!
All right. I'm just saying, the reason I'm saying Discount Black Panther is because he looks more like Chadwick Boseman than Anthony Mackie.
That's not the point, man.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
Let me get at least one sentence in, please.
Okay, fine, go.
Please, thank you, because I've seen the show. Thank you.
You're in timeout.
My biggest problem is with the Command Sergeant Major he's not a Command Sergeant, but the Sergeant Major there not having a haircut that's like within regulations. Like that haircut is way out of regulations. That's all I wanted to say.
What? All of that for a freaking haircut thing?
No, I had more, but I don't feel like doing it after all that.
I guess that's the first thing he came up with, I guess.
Anyways, I still think he's a douche.
He is.
And
he's
I like
a
him.
total douche. Funny to laugh at, though. But
he's a douche, but he's like a douche that I want around. just for the entertainment, because he's not a bad guy. He's just a dick, and we like those kind of guys in our movies.
I mean, he did bail him out of jail.
He did do that, so he's.
But
and then they just say
sent him
F
to
you
therapy.
after that. So okay.
And he sent him to therapy. That wasn't cool.
Yeah, like right there, and made Sam go too for no reason. Like he didn't need to be there. It was a court order.
Well,
why's he got to go?
Well, because he just got bailed out of jail by the guy, so he kind of has to. You owe him one.
All right, whatever, makes sense. But this dude Hoskins has no personality. He's just his friend. Like that's it.
He's boring.
That kind of sucks.
He's boring.
Some people are just
cut his hair. That's why he's not a command sergeant major, because he refuses to cut his hair. He'd get promoted if he did.
Thank you, Matthew, for the super chat. Is the Marvel universe completely ruined?
It will be.
No.
For me, after Doctor Strange, it is.
What happened in Doctor Strange that made you go like?
The second universe of after the Multiverse of Madness comes out, I have zero interest.
Me too. I agree.
They just keep crapping on it. You know, with the Disney Plus shows that they put out there, like WandaVision, that imploded. Now you have this one, which is just a mess. It's like, what are they going to do? And then I hear Loki's a woman.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you talking about? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that was old news. Loki is going to be a woman, and like all through, after the first episode, it's just going to be Tom Hiddleston. He'll be gone, and then it's going to be Lady Loki the rest of these episodes. That's what it's going to be.
What? It was too expensive to have him for the whole show or something?
I don't know, but they're going with this whole MCU thing, and it pisses me off because Tom Hiddleston, I did not like his character at first, but his character grew on me through the MCU movie. So I was looking forward to seeing the Loki series to find out what kind of other mischief is he going to wind up causing and whatever. And now it turns out that what they sold us in the beginning, where we thought it was going to be about Loki, now it's just going to be about a female Loki. I'm not interested in that.
Sentinel, that's a great question.
This doesn't make sense. It's like female Thor, which we know that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, and I'm not watching it. That's why I said I'm done. After the Multiverse of Madness, I'm done with Marvel.
Well, yeah, I'm only interested in Multiverse of Madness because I like Sam Raimi and he's directing it. That's why. And I think he can. And I think if they gave him more control, he could make a better Doctor Strange movie than a Spider-Man movie. And I love his Spider-Man, except for the third one, but that doesn't count.
The third one, we don't talk about that.
I agree.
Wouldn't that be crazy if Tom Holland happened to be in Doctor Strange too?
No, it would be Tobey Maguire, most likely.
I hope so. I love Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, he's my Spider-Man. I like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, but I wasn't a fan of his Peter Parker. But he's too old. Well, no, he looks fine. It's just.
No, he doesn't look like a high schooler.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. I don't know. Tobey Maguire didn't really either. He looked like he didn't look too young either, but he was great in the role. He
worked. Yeah, we're not arguing that. And you know what? I think we should get on to the main thing about Falcon.
I was gonna say, and I think Tom Holland would be a decent Spider-Man. It's just
okay. All right, cool, Renner. We gotta move on
in his movies.
That's what I don't like.
Yeah, we gotta. There's something else I wanted to talk about with Falcon. And I'm trying to keep it under 2 hours tonight. It's probably not gonna happen, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I love having fun here. So aside from that stuff, which I still freaking love that.
I freaking love that.
That's fantastic.
There is no, I don't necessarily agree with what Bounding in the Comics is going with, because they go on into specific details of the demographics and whatever, which I'm like, I don't want to get into that. But they said they had a headline saying a new rumor claims that Falcon and the Winter Soldier viewers turned off the show after BLM messaging. Now, I just want to make it clear. This is something that they heard as like a rumor that at this exact scene, if you guys remember this, is when people turned off and were done. Lorena, you mentioned you stopped watching after the second episode.
Yeah, I did.
Was it at this part, or was it like?
No, it wasn't at that part. It was at the end of the episode. I just stopped.
Okay.
I just stopped watching. But no, it wasn't like as soon as that section happened, where the cops came out. Did I turn it off? No. I wanted to figure out what's going on with the rest of the episode. I didn't like the overt racial messaging that was in the episode, and in the end, I just wasn't interested anymore.
And that's kind of the problem that I have with the show overall, is that, and I think this is something that you and Culture Casino probably warned us about after like the Disney stockholder meetings. You were saying like this is what's going to happen. We're like, no, it can't happen, no way. But I don't know, were these kind of specific things what they discussed like at these meetings, or like what did you know about this before? I'm curious.
Well, Culture can give. Go ahead, Culture.
It wasn't actually in the stockholder meeting, but the funny thing is Disney thinks they're actually in the middle, but I don't even want to get into that part of it. This is something that I had been hearing for a while prior to the show being released. In fact, there were a lot of indications of all of this going back almost 2 years at this point. They just leaned a little bit more into this particular messaging because of the things that were beginning to happen when they were starting to put this show together actually into production. So because of the short production times that they've been able to work out because of the stagecraft mechanisms that they're utilizing, you're going to have a shorter turnaround between script writing and production cycle. And like I said, I mean, the scripts, these 6 scripts went through some level of rewriting to make sure it included these types of messaging points. Although in a broader sense, most of this was going to be included regardless. I had heard that most of the audience would turn this show off after the second episode from somebody that I know that would know. And that's all I'm going to say.
Huh. Okay, so I must have misheard that then, but I'm glad that I wasn't going totally crazy.
No,
but to add to sorry, Culture, I didn't mean that.
No, please go ahead, please.
But to add to this, like my main beef with this whole show was that they were selling it as if Sam Wilson was Captain America 2.0. And I said, since I don't know who Falcon is, because I never read his comics, I didn't know who he was until his character showed up in the MCU. What I wanted to see was to find out about who Falcon is and more about his background and how he got involved with the Avengers, to find out more about the Winter Soldier, because I felt if anybody should have gotten Cap Shield, it should have been Bucky who got it. And looking at the story between what's going on with that. But we didn't get that. And one of the things that was publicized a lot about the show, and some people tend to forget, is the big push around the fact that, the writer's room for this is mostly Black. It's not that the writing room is mostly Black. That's not an issue. The issue is the woke agenda that they had to do this. And Disney gave them the red light to go ahead and put it in the show.
And you know what? It's so interesting that they just decided to do that anyways, because I don't recall in the 7 other movies that he's been in where it was even mentioned that he was Black. Like we're not blind.
No, they didn't say that about James Rhodes. They didn't say anything like that. Yeah, like you're saying, it's obvious that we can tell like that's obvious, duh.
Well, and what's really sad, and this is because most of these people don't understand the stories that they're telling. Captain America and the Falcon teamed up a lot in the comics. In fact, the most iconic comic, if you go out and find it, in my opinion, is number 168. It was released on January 1st, 1973. Yes, there were Black people in comics and and it was awesome. It was a great story. It was so good, mind you. It was so good that Power Records actually did a voiceover audio production of the comic book that you could listen to on an LP a dual-sided LP. It was amazing. It was such a good book. It was so well drawn. The art was ridiculous. And you started to really get a sense of this character. So guess what? I got into Falcon because of that stupid comic book that was released when I was 3 that I didn't get given to. It didn't get given to me until I was 5 or 6 by my stepdad. No, excuse me, 7. I was 7 because my mom and my stepdad got married. I was 7 years old when I got that book.
See, this is what pisses me. Again, culture, like you were talking about. These are people who don't read the comics and don't understand the comics. Marvel Comics has been diverse from the beginning.
So,
and they didn't knock
exactly.
anyone over the head with it. It's always been written that way. Completely been written that way.
So is DC, Justice League.
Yeah, so I don't understand why in every single episode, at least once, it has to be mentioned to us that Sam is a black guy. Big surprise, guys.
Because it's identity politics that Disney has bought into, like so many other companies. And they're just, this is what they want to do. They have a CEO. They pay somebody millions of dollars. A CEO of diversity and inclusion.
It's incredible. I can't believe it. But you know what's even stranger, though, is that, first off, it's okay if you do it like once or twice, fine, whatever. Let the guys do what they do. Let them put little agenda things, whatever. I don't care as long as it doesn't affect the story. But then if you have to mention it in every single episode, it's like, okay, we get it.
Well, and here's the thing that pissed me off the most was the bank loan scene, and I'm thinking,
the first episode, that's what really pissed me off.
Yeah, you don't understand federal banking laws if you think that shit's allowed to happen. You're just really dumb. You've reached I mean, maybe back in '64, maybe then we could have a conversation around that. Now in modern America, F you, dude, you'd be so fired. That bank would be so screwed. You have no idea what would happen if that was, if it was racially motivated. Man, that pisses me off.
Yeah, well, not only is the guy, made out to be, kind of a racist or a prejudice in a way, but also being a desperate fangirl, like having the audacity to say, hey, like, can we get a selfie after you just denied the dude a loan? Like, what how rude of you to do that. But they go out of their way to have the Marvel humor about it. Like, isn't that hilarious? This guy, like, no, it's not funny. No, it's making you look ridiculous because this isn't how normal people act. It's not even how they act in comic books.
No, and again, that brings up the point. How many of the people in this so-called writer's room have read the comics? How many of them understand the comics? Because remember, the reason why WandaVision just didn't stick the landing and the reason why we could see the sloppy things that were going on with that is because the showrunner didn't even read the freaking comics.
Well, no, I think, was it the showrunner, the writer didn't know who, what's the character's name?
He didn't even know who Mephisto was.
Mephisto, thank you.
This is my point of view. If I'm writing WandaVision and people are talking about Mephisto, the first thing I do is find out who is this guy so I can find out what he's about and what goes on, since I don't know who he is in the comics.
Yeah, that's what
I need some people to tell me who he is in the comics. Because if you're someone like me, granted, I didn't read all of Vision and the Scarlet Witch because West Coast Avengers was boring. I have one episode. I have one comic of Vision and the Scarlet Witch, and that's because that's the one where Peter Parker is in. So if they were teasing this quote-unquote Luke Skywalker moment, I was expecting either Spider-Man to show up or at the least Doctor Strange to show up because they were in the comics, but they didn't do that.
Yeah, they have really nobody.
Nobody. Like didn't Elizabeth Olsen say
Harkness? It was like she wasn't the big baddie in that. Not Luke Skywalker level, heck no.
Here's the problem.
Elizabeth Olsen said that there was going to be a Luke Skywalker moment in the last episode, and that never happened. I was waiting for that. I was like, are we going to see Wolverine? Or are we going to see... I wanted Michael Fassbender to come back as Magneto. That would have been awesome.
They did everything they could to tease some big bad, and
Yep.
there was no payoff. It was total crap. And you know what? You've now alienated a certain part of your audience because your storytellers were so stupid that they failed to recognize that it wasn't the dude from S.H.I.E.L.D. who was the bad guy. It was frickin' Wanda.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to root for bad guys? You know what? If you're trying to root for bad guys, you do something creative, like with the Joker or in DC, or you do something a little bit more interesting with some of the villains in the Marvel universe. There's plenty of opportunities for that. You could make, believe it or not, you could make Mephisto a character that people would be on board with as a bad as a bad guy you liked, right? Or you could. There are several other opportunities there, but no, that's not what you did.
No, because I was expecting for Mephisto to show up and be like, you know what? You wanted Vision back. You wanted these children. I said, now it's time for you to pay up. That's the type of thing that I was expecting to see. The person who's pulling the strings, the person who's making Wanda do X, Y, and Z, because she doesn't want to give up what she has. But they couldn't even go there with that.
No.
These people, they don't.
No, and another thing
they're not even trying hard enough.
No, they're not.
They're not trying at all. Like, at least, do something. It feels like all of these episodes, it's like worse than Mandalorian, where nothing is happening. Like, what happened? It was all in your head. And what was the whole point of WandaVision? What was the whole point of it?
Nope,
I thought WandaVision.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna read Tommy's super chat before. Oh my God! Shut up, Brunner. Jesus.
She walked away scot-free in the end.
You keep stopping me.
No, I'm trying to read a super chat.
Oh,
you can read it. Damn it!
All right, get out of here. Tommy with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. He says their diversity sucks. Where's the guinea pig representation at? That's a good question, Tommy. Where is the guinea pig representation? I don't see any. I think it's ridiculous. Yeah, I said it. You're right, Tommy. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. And Kai's just like, LOL. He's just laughing at all of us. Like, what a...
Look, okay. I mean, the most iconic run...
Hi, Tommy.
The most iconic run started back in the 70s between Captain America and the Falcon originally. And that was with episode 117. From there, they got back together in Harlem. They fought MODOK. They did all kinds of adventures. This was a partnership, and it was awesome. And that's back in the 70s. We're 50 years into this partnership. Right? And this is the kind of crappy ass storytelling we get because they can't bring, Steve Rogers back into this because of how they ruined his ending with Endgame, which really kind of was the end game for my interest in frickin' the Marvel universe. But, we'll see. There might be individual movies that'll draw my attention like Lorena. But Lorena, I mean, other than the Multiverse of Madness, are you looking forward to anything else associated with this? I mean,
not a damn thing.
Yeah, it's sad.
I just kind of want to see Spider-Man just because I like Spider-Man.
I mean, here's the problem with that. It's like I Spider-Man Homecoming, there are parts of it I liked. I liked Michael Keaton as Vulture and all that, but it's not a great Spider-Man movie. And Far From Home was just trash. So after Far From Home, I was officially like, just uninterested. And Spider-Man 3, it's like, I don't even know where they're going to go with that movie. It sounds like a mess at this point. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is the only one I'm excited for. And, I think, I forgot who said this, maybe Kevin Feige or someone, talking about WandaVision. It was supposed to be a prequel to Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. It didn't feel like that whatsoever. Just because you had a end credit scene of Scarlet Witch doing that spell that Doctor Strange did in the first movie doesn't fucking mean that she's involved with this. Or you just had a end credits. This was a thing promoting
like
Captain
Thanos
Marvel
on
too,
the farm moment.
Monica Rambeau.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. And I was like, and I saw the first Doctor, first Doctor Strange movie, and I was like, if I couldn't make that connection by seeing that, I'm like, forget it. It's just that there's nothing right now. There's nothing coming out from Marvel that I am interested in at all, and it looks like the bulk of what they're doing with Marvel is dumping it all on the Disney Plus.
Yeah, I mean, it's really kind of sad, and just and the more that they push these kind of things, like, I mean, for God's sakes, it has to be every single episode. Like the last episode, with mentioned, they're talking about Marvin Gaye or something, and Falcon they were teaming up with Zemo, whoever that dude is, and he had said like, oh yeah, it's a great representation of the Black American experience. I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell are you talking about? How, like, it just confused me.
Talks like that.
Yeah,
I mean, Zemo was a shit villain in Civil War, in my opinion.
I just
Captain
don't get
America
it, man.
Civil War.
I just don't get it. Just like stop reminding us of these things. Like, it was fine before. Just keep going that way. Just focus on things that are interesting.
They used to, just not to interrupt you, but they used to focus more on cultural differences than like racial differences. Like one of the classic setups is, okay, the Black family's inviting you over for dinner. And it's like you got that cultural exposure, but at the end of the episode, it's like there's more things we have in common than we have, that are different. So there was more of like an understanding at the end. In this case, they're not even going for that.
Oh my gosh, Stone Cold Jeremy, thank you for the super chat. He says it just clicked. The payoff is for the creators. They're the ones building up expectations and then subverting them at the last minute. And then the fan is the one with egg on their face. That's what it feels like.
It does.
That's what it feels like all the time. I mean,
that's why I'm not watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
It's almost as if I just enjoy putting myself through misery. I don't. I really don't. And I go into these movies expecting to be entertained. Like the Terminator movie. I just wanted to, see fun stuff and shit blowing up. And and they just killed John Connors before the opening credits. I was done. Never walked out of a movie that quickly in my life.
When I heard
I don't know what happens afterwards.
I was so pissed off when I heard that happen. I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm like, I told somebody, I said, that was a dream, right? Like it was a dream, and then it turned out that wasn't true. They're like, no, they killed him.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. And I'm just like, what's the point of even watching this movie then?
Yeah, if I had paid to see the movie, like went and paid like the $20 at whatever the fuck movie theater I was at, the freaking ArcLight. Oh my gosh, it's gotten so expensive. I would have demanded a refund immediately. Just said like, no, I want a ticket to another movie. I don't want this movie to get my money. This sucks. Like I can't. No, I refuse. That kind of bullshit. I don't know, man. Like, it's like the carpet gets thrown from underneath you, and when you do it that quickly, it's like it's one thing you do it at the end, like haha, fuck you, we got your money, whatever, respect. But you just do it balls out, like right at the very beginning. Like, come on, it's ridiculous. Hey, thank you, Matthew, for the super chat. Says chili is ready. Who wants a bowl? I'm cool with that. Yeah,
sounds good.
He's always talking about getting nachos ready. Who's going to bring the salsa? Like he's just preparing for a party. He's providing all the refreshments. I love how like the exciting part is you are preparing for the party. That's that's what he does all the time. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. You blame Tim Miller. Why?
That's the guy who directed Dark Fate.
Oh.
He also directed the first Deadpool movie, which I actually liked.
Now, how can you? Okay.
Yeah, how do you go from Deadpool to Dark Fate?
That's what I don't freaking get.
Like you make a great awesome
as he
movie.
did in Dark Fate.
That's not a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's not. It doesn't count. But yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know where to end with this story. But like, where does this? where does this end though? Like, why do they keep doing this? Like, is it because, as Stone Cold Jeremy has said, the payoff is for the creators? They just do it for themselves. They don't actually want to serve the audience. Like, do they really not give a shit?
I agree. They don't.
I mean,
and they've proven it by, the crap that they serve up, and they think that it's great. And we're just like, no, they can't even respect the basic comic book tenets of these characters. They want to do their own thing and make their own interpretation of it.
That's why WandaVision was a disappointment for me.
There were some things that they got right that I've said so many times. You probably know exactly what I'm going to say.
I mean, I know what you're talking about, and I slightly agree with you there, but like, I mean,
you know what? Despite its uselessness, that was worth it. We'll just put it that way. But yeah, I don't know. That is kind of disappointing, I feel like we could tell the difference too. When people really care and they're just not just doing it for themselves, they're doing it for fans. Like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of disappointing. I'm sure that's not what everyone feels. Like, I'm sure some people are like, hey, I'm very happy I got to make this and do this, But how do you miss the mark this much? I don't know.
They don't care.
Yeah,
they don't care. They're getting a paycheck. They don't care.
Run by idiots. Oh my goodness. So before we go into the last topic, I wanted to bring up a couple of Florida Man stories that Etep showed me last night. Lorena, I want to get your comments on these in particular. While leaving lockup, Floridian stole the jail webcam. He literally swiped a $60 webcam from a jail computer on his way out.
Okay, you know what? That's their fault.
Oh, hey, I had that one.
They should have had that stuff nailed down. No.
You use that kind of camera for your...
Yeah,
why would you use that?
What's wrong with that webcam?
Because you can easily pull that out.
I know.
Because it's on top of my computer, like my monitor. Why would I care if someone takes... What are you talking about? Yes, I use that webcam.
But that's not the point.
What? I wasn't making a point, Cooper. I was just saying I use that webcam. Stop trying to talk over me. I swear to Christ, Cooper, stop fucking talking over me.
I just think, like I said before, I'm not surprised. If you leave something out there that easy to swipe and you're around a bunch of criminals, don't be surprised if it goes missing.
Runner, what did you want to say?
Okay, what I wanted to say was, Mad, you probably do use this webcam for, YouTube, but that you're not using it for a jail cell, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, you just made him leave. What the fuck?
Good for him.
What the fuck? I didn't want him to leave. I wanted him to have fun.
Did he actually leave? I think you kicked him out for some reason.
No, I didn't. Way to go, dude.
Okay.
Way to go.
What if it was his internet?
I'm just messing. He probably had to go anyways. Yeah, so that happened. Yeah, what an idiot. Like, you're that close. But look at him. This is the face he made. Like, before I get out, I got to steal this.
And that much surveillance, you really are stupid.
I mean, come on.
That's a low budget prison.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Where is it? Let's see. Florida Man. Indian River County. Okay. Well, kind of. Yeah, it's rural. Yeah. County jail. Not a town. A county jail. So.
Well, it's certainly interesting. But the other one that I wanted to show you because this might be, I mean, I didn't expect this from a Florida man, but I guess you have to expect the unexpected all the time. Like this guy was caught naked with a blunt in one hand, and a plastic bag around his junk, and he said that he was doing the walk of shame.
Was he watching Game of Thrones earlier?
Probably. So it gets really interesting. So okay, so a man who police saw strolling naked this again, thanks to Etep for showing me the story. Strolling naked on April Fool's Day. This is not an April Fool's Day joke. This really happened. And the officers went up to him, and he told them that he was doing a walk of shame as penance for cheating on his wife. And the investigators said that he was spotted by sheriff's deputy around 1:10 a.m. as he walked down a street with just a clear bag over his genitals and a blunt in his hand. So yeah,
Wow.
I mean, he'll do anything for his wife. He's doing the walk of shame for his wife. The second officer noted that he had cheated on his wife and was doing it a walk of shame. Reportedly referenced Adam and Eve from the Bible, stating that he was willing to go to jail for his acts. And he had later admitted that he was taking meth. So that might also be a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still,
Meth is a hell of a drug.
Still impressive. I mean, you think the walk of shame story could have worked?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, he was out for a walk at 1 a.m. This story was on April 1st. Maybe it was an April Fool's joke.
I hope so, but was it worth getting arrested for? I don't know. That's either way.
Were people throwing, slop and ashes and stuff on him, or?
I mean, they might have been. That might have been pretty bad. So, but yeah. Yeah, let's just think about that for a minute.
I keep trying to figure out where the music's coming from.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's Culture Casino.
I'm just trying to pair the mood.
It was pretty funny.
I'm just trying to pair the mood. I think I was doing a fine job.
You were doing a great job, Cole.
It was appropriate. Yeah.
Just sometimes I just can't help but to focus on the music and then forget what I was saying. It was happening all this whole stream.
Catchy.
It's not bad. Hey, what's up, Snowdub?
Gotta keep it low key. I'm inspired by people like Snowdub, who he inserts little like movie breaks and booby breaks and.
Are you saying I need to get more boobs? Like, is that it?
No.
Do you want me to do that for your entertainment?
No.
What are you saying? What do you want me to do?
I'm just saying I'm inspired. I think
Holster should do that too.
Having a DJ on the stream, that could be your thing, man. You have like unique little song music goes with your segments. I don't know. It's a thought.
Okay. That might work.
Yeah.
I'll test it around. That's actually a good note. Anyways, so people, so the last thing I want to talk about, the last main story, my gosh, I'm conflicted whether I care or not about it, but people are talking about it anyway. So here we go. So there's this new Star Wars book that apparently has insulted Luke Skywalker and Han Solo. So Luke and Han are getting insulted again by Lucasfilm. That's, not surprising. So apparently with
I'm over it at this point.
Yeah, this was about this book or something that's coming out that's about this chick who works with the Empire, Dr. Afra, and there's like a section of the book that was tweeted out. It was like a preview or something. So trying to scroll in there. Oh well, not gonna work. There we go. Should be better. So this was basically like a dramatise persona that's personae, however you pronounce it, that's in the stupid book. It's like at the beginning describing all the characters. They describe everyone in a weird way. Like, of course, this is apparently supposed to be from the main character's perspective, and they describe Luke Skywalker as a yellow-haired rebel humanoid who is supposedly important for some reason. And then Han Solo is referred to as a reformed scoundrel, always claims to save the day actually useless. Okay, it's not surprising. Then I love Steeg's comment on this.
Can we stop calling Chewbacca fucking Han Solo's sidekick, please?
Oh yeah, Han Solo's a very loud Wookiee sidekick.
That's gross.
That's ridiculous. He was never his sidekick.
Yeah, that's it. That's an insult.
That was his friend. I can't freaking stand these people.
Okay.
Chewbacca's not fucking Robin.
Can I add? Just a little bit of context, just a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
this is Dr. Afra's impression of these characters.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. You know, this is coming from the perspective of the main character. This isn't the author saying that. This is what this character. And for me, even though a lot of people were outraged on this, I think this.
Oh, okay.
Almost,
okay, I got you.
It almost comes across as just satirical.
Like your monologue in your head. Okay, it was this person. That's what this person is like. This person's an a-hole, but he throws good parties. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but people were still mad about it, taking it, so seriously. This is something that I've been trying to warn people about for a while. Save the outrage for genuinely outrageous things. And so far, this isn't exactly outrageous. It's it's not like, and I get it. Han and Luke have been screwed over before. There have been Lucasfilm employees.
I think that's what it is. I think people are just fatigued and hypersensitive to the point where it almost seems if anything comes out that seems this way, it just sets people off. If this was a couple of years ago, I doubt anyone would really pay attention. They probably get a good laugh out of it. But
I think
yeah,
I mean, it's all well and good saying this is just the character's viewpoint, but it's a viewpoint that's been echoed by everybody in Lucasfilm since things changed. So
that's exactly why I'm just like, it still annoys me because that's how they kind of view these characters and don't know the source material.
No, because with the High Republic, like the chick who wrote Geo said she got the idea from her boyfriend, where she's talking about, I guess, Lex Giassi or whatever, that we didn't want to make him into a discount Han Solo. It's like, okay. Or Diet Han Solo. One of the two. But she was very disparaging when she talked about Han Solo.
Thank you, Fat Steven. I'll make sure to wear them tomorrow.
It's one thing if they... Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You got to get super chat. Go ahead.
Thank you, Runs with Phantoms. He says, it's a life debt. Yes. Chewie owes Han a life debt, essentially. But it's more than that, though. They're actually best friends, and they were for... like 50 years, well, I mean, depending on which canon you go with, I don't know. But yeah, they were best friends. So yeah, it's more than just like a sidekick. I don't think Han would ever view Chewie as a sidekick. He wouldn't even refer to C-3PO as a sidekick.
No, he wouldn't.
He's just the professor that needs to be thrown away in the trash. He's annoying.
Too much. Shut him off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's like saying R2 is Luke Skywalker's sidekick. Like, no, that's his friend.
It's his droid. Like, I don't.
Yeah, not a sidekick.
No.
Yeah, C-3PO. I mean, he's not just a sidekick either. He's a supporting character, but not a. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
And also, like what he says about Boba Fett, he's a bounty hunter, inspires fear in the hearts of all, except for our intrepid heroine. Intrepid being like is being referred to our main character, like, I don't know, no less than like 4 times here. I'm like, why do you need to say that so much? But I guess it based on its meaning, it kind of could once again just prove that it's satire. I don't know. People get their panties in a wad over everything. So I don't know. Is this worth the outrage, or is it just once again, like, people are
I'm done being mad. No, I'm done being mad at Disney Star Wars. I'm over their bullshit. It's not going to be good. I don't care.
Yeah, I think I'm there too. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's just we know what they're about now, so it's just kind of like,
Same
par for
old
the
shit.
course. Yeah, exactly. Same one, different day.
Exactly. It's just never ending. That's about it for all the main topics. But I did want to share one more thing that I really wish Madmartigan was here for, because he would really enjoy it. But everyone else gets to. Oh, Lorena, you can't be by the poop. No, unacceptable.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, Richard.
Like a hat.
It is like a hat. Oh my goodness, that's pretty funny. I didn't notice that. So everyone remembers this fuck up from a while ago. At the,
yeah.
Yeah, the boat at the Suez Canal that basically that basically caused some delays for some time, if you will. Also, the route it took to get there made something kind of interesting. We talked about this last week.
Someone was just fucking around deliberately when they did that.
Hope so. I mean, that's the only explanation. But one part that I thought was interesting about it that just came out is that Egypt's first female shipmaster was apparently blamed for this, even though she was not even on this boat. She was a few hundred miles away from it when this was all occurring. So yeah, she was the first mate in command on a ship hundreds of miles away at the time of the blockage. So yeah, apparently people just said, yeah, let's just blame it on the woman. I find that to be quite hilarious, but yeah, because I don't know. I don't see a woman doing this. I don't know. Like, it has to be a dude doing it. I don't know. It didn't make sense to me. But anyways, so while that was going on, there were people who decided, based on this and this whole thing, all these things, people started writing fan fiction on the Suez Canal, being caught up there. Like, believe it or not. Would you like to go through?
You should see the art where the ship is depicted as a woman. That's just weird.
Yeah. My gosh. Anyways, do you guys want to go through some of the titles real quick before we end the stream?
Oh Lord.
Was that really the route?
What's that?
Was that really the route?
Yeah.
Apparently.
That's jacked up, man.
Yeah, it really is. Oh gosh, we should see the bigger picture too. It's even more funny. So these are some of the titles that people made up. Like, some don't even make sense. And all of them are labeled like specifically this takes place on this ship during this incident. It's just like a lot of love stories, like hard to starboard till she sees stars, recollection of an embarrassing past, high tide worming. What the fuck does that mean? And then they fucking put in Percy Jackson and put them on the ship. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is like, how did something like this like turn into fan fiction? Like, does everything like, is this unusual to you? Because I feel like it kind of is.
I think it's dumb.
Just like out of all things, like, I don't know.
I think it's incredibly dumb.
Okay. And that does it for this week in bullshit. Thank you all so much. We'll just go around
I suppose if the question was, is it possible for someone to crash a container ship or get it stuck? I guess that's the answer.
I want to know, what were they smoking or drinking?
That's a great
question.
Do
that.
Or like how much they had to have studied the area to be able to do that. That must have been incredible. Anyways, we'll start with Richard. Tell the people what you got going on.
I don't have anything going on right now. It was my birthday a few days ago. I meant to put a post on Twitter. It was a busy day, obviously, for everybody. I appreciate all the thoughts that were sent my way. So while I'm here, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, Richard. I'm glad you're doing all right.
Yeah.
All right.
How's your hand?
A bit of a stretch. I can use it.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad you're doing all right, man. And of course, the ever so great runner.
Oh, thank you.
Okay,
yeah,
thank you. Sorry. No, go ahead.
I have a channel. You can go subscribe to that. I'm almost at 200 subs. If you can get me there, much appreciated. That would be amazing. Saturday, I will possibly do a birthday stream because I got that coming up. I'm also working on my Snyder Cut spoiler review. It's kind of a pain in the ass to edit because it's like an hour-long video. But yeah, I got that going on. And yeah, subscribe to everyone in the panel. And also subscribe to La Gaming Lounge. I'm on that channel every Thursday before This Week in BS.
All right, cool, man. And Mr. Culture Casino.
Hey, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I want to say thank you to Justin Proper. He did an extraordinary job running today's stream, tolerating all the background music that I was providing. I do want to say subscribe to everybody here, especially folks like Runner and Madmartigan who left us. And check out our UK Dick whenever he's on with Rosetta and others. Aside from that, I want to say thank you to Justin Proper, who I think is criminally undersubbed. Other than that, everybody have a great evening. We'll see you elsewhere, and thank you.
Hey, thank you. I should just hire you to do my intros and outros. You do so much better than I do. And last but certainly not least, the lovely Reina Creole.
Hi, everybody. I'm Reina Creole, bringing you that spice to sci-fi and pop culture analysis. And I'm so glad to be back on Twibs because I really, really, really missed you guys. Tomorrow at 12 noon is my lunchtime show, the lunch table, and Justin Proper will be our guest on the show.
I'm very excited.
So you have to come by and check it out. It's gonna be a great time.
Hey, Lorraine, I hate to interrupt you, but I got to ask a question in front of more people. You're coming up on 2K, right?
Woohoo!
Yes.
You want to tell everybody what happens when you reach 2K?
Nah.
When I reach 2K subs, I will wear a cheerleader outfit on stream.
Woohoo!
All right.
Yeah.
If you're not subscribed, incentive.
Yay!
I need 5 more accounts real quick.
I think I am 70 away. I think.
Yeah, I knew you were close. I knew you were.
All right,
Something like
all right,
that.
people, get to
I'm going
work.
to keep promoting you.
But yes, Justin is criminally undersubbed. Please sub to Justin. Also on Sunday at 8 p.m. is my Welcome to Florida live stream, where we will be discussing the fact that Disney has removed Trader Sam from the Jungle Cruise.
Why?
Diversity and cultural sensitivity. You want to jump on that stream, Justin? I will send you the link.
Why not? I will be there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much. This has been great. Thank you so much for a great This Week in Bullshit. I will be, as Lorena said, I will be there for Lorena's lunch table. It's at noon when it starts.
Yes, noon Eastern.
All right, at noon Eastern tomorrow. I will see you there. And until then, I'll see you next week on This Week in Bullshit. As I said, every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. We talk about the silly, the strange, and the serious. This has been This Week in Bullshit. We'll see you guys all next time.
Well, thanks to the lame-ass security, I'm going home.